If you think getting an E-2 visa requires a huge investment of hundreds of thousands of dollars, stick around and I'm going to tell you how I got one approved for a client who invested less than $100,000. My name is Rahim Danani. I'm a U.S. immigration attorney. I've been practicing U.S. immigration law for more than 25 years. Let's learn about how I got a E-2 visa approved for an owner of a food truck business in Atlanta. My client was a Canadian citizen. He had a lot of business experience. He ran several other businesses in Canada, and he partnered up with somebody in the United States who was running a food truck business but wasn't very successful at it. So my client put in about 80% of the investment for the business, which was somewhere around $75,000. And he helped the partner run the business while he was still sitting remotely in Canada. I'm not really sure why they picked a food truck business, but I can make some guesses. In Atlanta, the food truck business is something that's fairly low cost, and it tends to have a lot of different business models that you could run with it. Also, there are a lot of food trucks in the Atlanta area. They tend to be popular, especially during the summertime around corporate areas. Many people think that you have to put in a few $100,000 in order to get the E-2 visa approved. But like I said earlier, the client here put in about $75,000 and we were able to get it approved. Some of the things that helped, I think, are that he already had about a decade worth of business experience running other businesses successfully. And also what he did was he had been running the business with the partner overseas for about a year, and the company was generating positive revenues for the taxes and had employed a couple of workers. So generally there was a good argument that they met the consulate's substantial investment test, which has to do with, are you putting in enough money to run the business so that it's not just employing you, but that it's able to employ U.S. workers down the road. One of the biggest concerns that we had was obviously $75,000 could be considered a low investment for an E-2 visa. And we wanted to show that in this instance, the investment wasn't too low. One of the biggest ways that we did that was we included a business plan that was specially prepared for immigration, which is a little bit different than a normal business plan just because of the requirements from how the State Department views them. We included things like market projections, how we were going to grow the business, and the number of employees we expected the business to increase by over a period of years. And the business plan was generally for, I think 3 to 5 years, and what the numbers would look like during that period so that we could give that to the State Department and let them analyze that and see that there was actually a pretty decent plan. And again, the business owner had a good amount of experience in business, so that helped to his credibility as far as the ability to grow the business further. So we submitted everything to the U.S. consulate in Canada. They viewed the application. They didn't really give the client very much blowback. They felt like, I'm assuming, that everything was documented pretty well. And my client was really ecstatic, very happy to get the visa approved, wrote me a nice email, and he is now in the U.S. running this food truck business in Atlanta with his partner, and he's looking forward to growing the business out. So this is just one of a couple of E-2 visas that I've done in the past where the investment was less than $100,000. I also got one approved previously for someone who put in less than $100,000 for an architectural consulting business, and that person had a degree in architecture and had a portfolio of architectural work that they had done, which was great to give to the consulate so that they could see that there was some substance behind this business as well. I hope you find this video to be helpful. And if you look around this page, there's a link for more E-2 visa videos. Check those out, and hopefully those will help you as well. Talk to you later. Bye.